What's up, everybody? Welcome to Picks and Parlays. I'm Allie Burns, and I've got your college football rapid fire for this week 10. This week's promo code is FALL. FALL saves you 20% off the entire picksandparlays.net site. With me today, I've got Craig Trapp to give us 5 free picks in under about 5 minutes. How's it going, Mr. Trapp?
Hey, it's week 10, double-digit week, as we say, in college football. So exciting time of the year. We got the standings for what would be the playoffs if it started right now this week. So some exciting things. I think will adjust some of these games that we're talking. We'll change how we look at these games going forward this week.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, let's get started. We've got a lot to cover here. We're going to start off with the Ohio State Buckeyes, minus 15 on the road at the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The total 64.5. What do you got for me?
Well, Ohio State has everything in front of them. If the Ohio State wins out, they're going to be in the playoff as, obviously these power conferences take care of their own. Ohio State big favorite here. Deserving favorite. This Ohio State offense can score and score pretty much at will. They're 3-0 on the road this year, 2-0-1 against the spread on the road. Nebraska, Coach Frost, I'm not sure he's safe if he doesn't finish strong this year. I think a good showing, even in a loss, will probably help him a little bit. It's not been what he would have hoped for, or what, of course, their fans would have hoped to. I'm going to take Ohio State here, minus 15, though, or 14.5, wherever you get it. I think just Ohio State's just too much. And Nebraska, turnover prone. That will really kill you against a very good Ohio State team.
Yes, it most definitely will. Up next, Michigan State Spartans are at Purdue. Sparty minus 3. The total's 54. I'm nervous about this game. I'm feeling like we could be in a letdown spot for Michigan State. What's your play on this one, Craig? How do you like it?
Well, they're similar to Ohio State. Obviously, they're undefeated. If they win out, they're definitely going to be in the playoff. But they have a very tough schedule. Not only they're coming off the big win against their rival Michigan, they still have Penn State and Ohio State in the regular season, and then they would have to, of course, win the Big Ten championship. So they have a lot ahead of them. I do think this is a dangerous spot. I like the over here, the over 54. I think both of these teams will score in bunches. I think the over is a safer play. I do think, like I said, Michigan State is in a dangerous spot here. So I'm going to stay off of the side and just play the total on the over.
I like that. Good advice. Thank you for talking me off the edge there. I needed that. Okay, so we got the Oklahoma State Cowboys minus 3.5 against West Virginia. Total on that one's 49.
This West Virginia team's played better than their record suggests. 4-4, just straight up record. But this is a team that's been really close in several of their losses. At home, Morgantown is a very, very tough place to play. I think you have to take West Virginia as an underdog here. I just think they're about equal as far as talent. You give me that huge home field advantage, and you get me off of that key number. I see a lot of 3.5s. I do see some threes. I'll call it 3.5. We'll take West Virginia and the points here.
Yeah, I like that. And I think, Oklahoma State, they're 7-1, I believe. It just looks like it's kind of a short number. And like you suggested, West Virginia is a better team than what their record reflects. And that's probably attributing to why this is so. Up next on the slate, we're talking LSU at Alabama. Tied 28.5-point favorite, total 66. What's your play here?
28.5. It was just what, 2 seasons ago we had LSU win it all. And this team, obviously Coach O is just a placeholder at this point. He's just holding the door for the next guy, as he's already been removed. But man, can you imagine LSU after that just a few short years later, it'd be 28.5-point favorites. When you look at the recruiting rankings, LSU's not that far behind usually Alabama. LSU's got a lot of talent there. I'm going to take LSU in all these points. I think these players, they'll play against the best teams really well. And remember, they beat Florida just a few weeks back, right before they decided to fire Coach O. So I like LSU. Give me the 28.5. Alabama team that sometimes can give up some cheap scores late. And that's what I think we're going to need to cover here.
All right. I'm not laying 28.5 points. It's not in my blood, Craig Trapp. I couldn't do it. All right. My Oregon Duckies minus 6.5 at the Washington Huskies. Totals 50 and a hook on this one.
Well, you can get it at 6, 6.5, or 7, depending on what U.S. sportsbook you use. So definitely, as always, I always suggest that you use multiple books. I'm going to call it Oregon plus 7, and I'm still going to take Oregon. I just think they have a lot to play for. The one caveat that you don't go crazy, Oregon's just 2-6 against the spread, but on the road they are 2-1 against the spread. So they have been a little better against the spread on the road. Washington's 2-6 against spread as well, and 1-3 against spread at home. So give me the Oregon Ducks here -7. It's been a long season for for Washington. I think it continues. When you look at Washington's schedule, I don't have them finishing over 500. So that means I think they definitely lose this one.
All right. Well, I do not disagree with that at all. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for our college football rapid fire with me, Allie Burns, and him, Craig Trapp from Picks Parlays. Good luck, everybody.